Dummy.
Why you got? Why you happy that your co-host is absent?
Them niggas be in the way
Of
me being great.
you don't think you be getting your shine when niggas be here?
Hell no. Stock talk too much, and Todd just annoys me.
Why does Todd annoy you? Stock does talk too much, but why does Todd annoy you?
This shit I just don't like Todd. Damn. I just gotta boil down.
So we getting to the bottom of this. We've been saying this for 3 years that y'all ain't like each other. Is it a fact?
Well, Todd been not liking me for about 20 years.
Oh,
now.
so you feeling some kind of resentment? It ain't really that Todd don't like you. You just feel he don't.
No. This is documented facts. It's paperwork.
Where's the document?
Hey, you don't need to
Let
know
me
all
see.
that.
If I need to know the facts.
I got paperwork on Todd not liking me.
Damn, Todd.
Long standing.
Damn, Todd, you got paperwork out there on you from your co-host who sits right beside you and slaps you weekly.
And I try
bi-weekly.
I try to be his friend. He just, I don't know.
You got a problem with Stock talking too much?
Oh, hell yeah. Because the nigga shit don't be needed. It don't be interesting. It don't be funny. Just
Do you think you talk too much?
bunch of nothing. No, I can never talk too much because I'm entertaining.
Oh, so as long as you're entertaining, you can talk as much as you want.
You can, yeah. Nobody ever tells Dave Chappelle he's talking too much.
That's because it's a one-man show.
Well,
He don't have nobody else he's supposed to talk to.
well,
much.
maybe you need to go there.
Okay. Action. Let's see what you got. Go.
Dummy.
Go, goddamn. Come on. I'm still waiting for you to go. Come on.
Nope.
See, you good off the pad.
I am, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You need that pad.
I'm going to run the flow. So, you know what I'm saying?
I got a question, man. Charleston White was talking crazy.
Which he
But I'm not going to
does.
mention anything he said. I just have a question about some things he said. Can a tough nigga be tough and apologize? Meaning the baby apologized for what he did to the LGBT community, basically, and he apologized. Is he still considered tough, or he should have kept it to himself?
To be honest, you can't actually be tough in the music industry or entertainment industry.
Explain what that means, because the baby done shot a nigga. I'm pretty sure he would say he's tough.
Yeah, but I'm saying, yeah, not tough in those ways. Yes, he is tough. He beat up niggas. He shoot niggas at Walmart.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. So explain what you
He's
mean by
definitely
that.
tough. But when it's time to, you got to know when to put that toughness away.
Yeah. Or you're going to lose every single
You're
thing.
going to lose a lot of money. He probably lost, like that one little stupid ass statement cost him millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. So you want to be he never going to be broke, but you want to be a tough nigga with less money or all right, let me take this L for millions and millions of dollars.
For me, I don't even think it was that. I just think that he's still tough, and he just recognized that he was wrong, and it's okay to apologize and be a tough nigga. Like, I sometimes, you can have a tough apology. Like, I apologize for what I did to you, fuck nigga. You know, sometimes you can still be tough and apologize. I think. I don't think that you apologizing makes you less tough. I actually think it makes you more tough, because it takes strength in somebody who's tough to apologize.
But it needs to be a real apology, not that like fake apology like your wife would give you.
You want some chicken? That's the day apology. You want some chicken? No, I'm fucking mad. I don't want no fucking chicken. I'm sorry.
I was wrong. I want you to say you was wrong.
They don't know.
You hungry?
They don't know how far that goes with us for them to say I was wrong.
I don't understand why it's just so hard for them just to say I was wrong. You have to say it so many times, but it's so hard for them just to say, you know what, I was wrong.
I've said I was wrong a lot of times, and she will bypass that I said it. Or, you know how you go, like, no. You'll start off the conversation with saying, I was wrong, blah, 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 blah. But I already said I was wrong. Why? I don't need the blah, 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 blah.
You would say you was wrong and then say, I just want you to admit that you was wrong. Nigga, that was the first thing I said.
Exactly. I need nothing else.
Dummy.
Once I honestly think that once I said I was wrong, what I expect in return is, okay, you want some chicken? You know what I'm saying?
And my thing is, once we came to an agreement that I was wrong, that should be the end of it.
It's not.
It
doesn't. How the fuck Charleston White and the baby got us talking about being right and wrong in our household? Y'all fucking us up. But nah, nigga, you not. What you think, Dad? You think you could be tough and apologize, or once you apologize, you're no longer tough?
Nah, you could be tough as you want to be at all times. Apologizing, like Joe said, it's just just keeping it real, man. You gotta, hey, my bad.
It's
My
okay,
bad.
man. It's
That's
okay.
really should have been his first apology. His first apology would fuck them up when he was.
Well, do you blame him for that, or do you think that was that he has a machine behind him?
That machine should have stopped. First of all,
The machine wrote it. The apology. I'm going to the apology.
First of all, he tripped when he even got on stage. I don't know if it was drug induced, alcohol induced.
Maybe it was hood induced. Some niggas just like.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
man,
be real with you.
But you're above that now.
Sometimes you're not. Like I say, I come on here all the time. I speak about my mom and my stepfather, and they are nuts, and they still talk in that way that's gonna get any nigga I know canceled on the mic. If you put my stepdad on the mic, he getting fired tomorrow.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying?
but the thing is, if he's been in the spotlight for what 3-4 years now, he'll know better. He'll do better.
He might not, because I'll say this. I think he's been in the spotlight, just not on the mic. He's been in the spotlight for the simple fact that at his job, he's the man. In his neighborhood, he's the man.
Right.
And
so he can say what he want to say.
Exactly.
And
so
there's no consequences.
Why is that not the same?
Bruh, it's certain. Hey, I'm sorry. You can't mess with that community.
Oh, I know it. But my stepfather calls his best friends that.
Yeah.
It means it.
Yeah, it means it. I mean, not literally means it, but means it. Yes.
You done heard of them niggas. That nigga wild, man.
Yes, you can't. It's certain communities you can't mess with. You can't mess with the LGBTQIA plus.
I don't even know if that's right or wrong. I'm just gonna.
I believe that's right.
I think.
You can't like the Jewish.
What's the plus for?
community?
I agree that it's mostly social media driven.
Of course.
Everything's social media.
Of course.
In real life, for real, they don't. Man, folks don't be tripping.
Like all stars in the 90s. If it was like social media, it's no telling. Like imagine Tupac having Instagram or Twitter.
Lord have mercy.
Imagine 24 hours.
Just go listen to Hit 'Em Up.
Yes.
Listen to Hit 'Em Up.
Y'all talking about y'all diss tracks.
Listen to Hit 'Em Up. That's all you gotta do.
This little subliminal shit. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. God damn.
Okay, so is that a good thing or a bad thing? The social media aspect of it, because maybe that does make us recognize that maybe you shouldn't always say stuff like that, or
You can't.
but also, what if I don't really mean it that way? And I ain't even saying it that way. I'm talking to my homeboy right here who's married to a beautiful woman, and I call you a gay slur. Not, you know, and I call you a gay slur, and I know you're not gay, and I know you're married. Like,
Right.
it's just fun and games.
It's just fun.
I can't have fun and games with it no more.
You can. You can't say it in public. Well, not public, but yeah, you can. I mean, I do it. I do it around my gay friends, and then they have a problem, and I tell them stop being gay. Not stop being gay, as far as don't be.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get what you're
yeah.
saying. I get what you're saying.
Like, and then my homegirls they'll call me a punk bitch. Like that's toxic.
Your homegirls.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's toxic.
We done got into a full topic in a motherfucking intro. What's up, young Bizzle? What we got? Know what I'm saying? You tuning in to the motherfucking Dummies Podcast. I know you hear, I ain't mean to curse like that in the intro. I'm sorry. I apologize. You're tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. You know what I'm saying? I know you hear a new, different voice on the intro, but I am Hootie.
I'm Joe.
And I'm dead.
You know what I'm saying? We the three amigos for the day. You know what I'm saying? And we just like to say welcome y'all to the show. We sorry we took off without notice last week. You know what I'm saying? It just happened out the blue. We got a lot of life going on right now with us.
Life is happening.
Life is happening, but we had to make it our duties to bring y'all a show. The show will be a little bit different going forward, but you know what's gonna happen? The show gonna go forward, and we're gonna make sure that happens. You know what I'm saying? So, like Stock always say, shout out to the people on the front lines. Is it a shout out or we thankful for you? It's both of them. You know what I'm saying? Thankful for you on the front lines because we see.
I know you're tired.
Yeah, I know, man. I follow a nurse. I saw a nurse yesterday because I want to say Alabama is now trying to get some funds for nurses because they're saying that nurses are leaving and traveling because they make more money.
Yes.
And because the nurse that I was following, she basically said, you think I'm gonna walk around having blisters on the bottom of my feet for $27 an hour, or I'm gonna go travel and make $85 an hour? No brainer.
I want to say Texas made a rule, or some state made a rule where, like, if your license is in that state, you can't travel or something because they need you here. But yeah,
Texas been tripping on their rules lately.
well, Texas is just nuts.
That's their wild boys.
Hey, Texas have had a
That's
week.
some wild boys. But yeah, that's crazy. But how was your week, man? How was your week?
Man, I had a dope week. I had a dope couple of weeks. I ain't been here in 3 weeks.
So you enjoyed not being here? What you telling me?
No. I missed it. Went to Destin. Took the wife to Destin. She wanted to see the beach.
I saw y'all was living. That was that. What is that place? That was a nice little place.
It's called the Henderson.
Okay.
5-star resort.
You know what I'm saying? Just throw that little 5-star. That might have been a 6-star.
But nah, man, it was cool. But I don't really have to go to the beach.
Why not?
Cause it's like going to the park to me. It's normal. I grew up in Mobile. Like the beach was right there.
Fool, when we do go to our little beach trips, I have more fun at the pool or in the backyard or in just being in a house in general. So when I say go to the beach, I love to go to the beach because we get to chill and relax. But as far as the sand and the water, I don't really.
Yeah, I don't like because it's too difficult. Like the sand be everywhere
for 6 days. That shit be in your bag when you come back home next month.
And then I got mad because I had sunburn. I'm like, man, what type of red nigga get sunburn? But
What's up, black man with sunburn?
It was on my shoulders. It wasn't on my face.
Did it burn? Did it like?
No,
it was just.
It wasn't hurting. It was just like flaking or whatever. Peeling.
Flaky ass little boy. Put some lotion on.
Right.
But I do wear sunscreen. Like y'all clown me for that sunscreen, but I wear that sunscreen.
No, you just don't rub it in. It ain't about not wearing it. You just don't rub it in.
I mean, if I put it on my face, it's gonna get my beard, and it's kind of hard to rub.
No,
it in
nigga,
your
you
beard.
just slap that shit on and it just stay there.
I ain't got time for that shit. Fuck that. Sometimes you just gotta put it on, apply it. It's there. Go thug it out.
But nah, it was cool, and it's I called in. That was fun. But it's just funny, like when you go to places, like people trying to figure out how you get there. And I love
why are you in this 5-star resort?
Right. Sometimes I play for the Falcons. Sometimes I'm a stockbroker.
At this point
sometimes I'm a drug dealer.
At this point now, are you a retired football player?
Yeah, I'm a retired football player. I used to play for the Falcons.
I played for the Falcons a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple million in stocks and bonds. And then I got on.
I invested in Uber real early.
Mm-hmm. I was the first.
All I do is travel.
Exactly. No. They showed who showed it? I want to say Lil Duval showed a tweet or something from a black guy, maybe in like 2012, saying even if you put $1, just put $1 in Bitcoin right now. And my boy was right now, he on a mega yacht somewhere just chilling. Because he put $1 into Bitcoin in 2012 or whenever it was. Man,
my thing is, all right, that's easy to say after the fact, but you could have put $1,000 in what's that shit? Dogecoin, and that shit just flop. Or
you could have, yeah. I mean, but do you understand why?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, because you're basically late to the party.
You late to the so I don't mind taking. Like I said, I gamble on football, so why not gamble in the stock market? And we older now, so
and especially if it's just a little $20 card.
Yeah, let me throw something over here and see what'll happen. And it's entertaining for me to check it every day, see if it's going up, going down. So that'd be worth.
Are you patient enough to let your shit sit?
No.
Been to my Bitcoin, would have been out of there.
You gotta sit on your hands.
That shit would have been gone last year.
Man, I'd have quit my job and goddamn went and took out my Bitcoin 2 years ago.
Last year, I don't know if I told you, but like last year in November, I hit for about a stack on gambling, and they paid me in Bitcoin about a stack, and I cashed it out, being a nigga.
If you'd have left it
in there, it was 3 stacks. Today.
Yes.
In less than a year.
Less than a year. You nigga.
Damn. Nigga.
How was your weekend, Bizzle?
Man, week was all good. Went to Atlanta, kicked it with the fam, watched a lot of Netflix, did a few sound events, spoke at one. Big credit.
You spoke at one.
Yeah.
How'd that go? How you like that?
It's fun to me. Big credit. Talk to them the way they want to hear it, break it down in layman's terms for them. Instead of all them super big old words that make people scared,
That's another thing. People need to learn how to talk to their audience. Learn your audience. You can't be using them big words with people who don't get them big words. Sometimes you just need a person to break it down. But you also got to be able to speak in those big words as well for the people who speak in those big words.
You got to meet people where they at.
Yeah.
Right. So other than that, you know what I'm saying? Watch, like I said, Netflix and Soap today was watching Don't Breathe 2.
Don't Breathe 2?
Movie. Yeah. Don't Breathe 2 is hard.
But if you don't breathe the first time, do you have a second time to not breathe? Yeah.
Multiple not breathing.
Right. It's this old blind nigga.
Old blind nigga.
And he a Navy SEAL, and folks break into his house. Somebody broke into his house, and he killed everybody in that bitch, slaughtered everybody.
Is it Liam Neeson? The white guy.
That sounds like a Liam Neeson.
Right, he broke in the house and killed everybody.
What the nigga name is?
And that is Dez breaking it down in layman's terms, everybody. You know what I'm saying?
What was that movie Denzel Washington was blind in?
Denzel blind in the movie?
Yeah, he was an action hero. I can't think of the name of it. But, man, if you don't shoot this nigga.
He was a blind action hero?
Yeah. He was, like, killing everybody.
It wasn't the Equalizer.
No, nah,
because he could see that.
I can't remember the name of it. But.
Oh, When the World Ended.
And
all he had with the dog.
Yeah.
Was it I Am Legend?
That's Will Smith.
No, that's Will Smith.
Damn. I just recently
shame
watched
what
it.
happened to that dog.
Come on, man, find that movie. The Denzel movie when he was blind and he had the Bible in Braille and he had to travel to the end of the world to get it over here so he could write it. And he remembered the entire thing.
And was still fucking niggas up.
Right. He was not getting shot and shit, just walking through getting shot. Book of Eli.
The Book of Eli. There we go.
The Book of Eli. That was a dope ass movie.
Yeah,
but that was pretty good, man. My week was cool, man. My week was pretty good. It's been.
I went to the UAB game Wednesday.
Go Blazers. Go motherfucking
Go Blazers. We went in that bitch and shut the door.
Shut the door.
No, it's locked the door. We went in that bitch and locked the door.
Nigga forgot his own statement.
Man,
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta let me pass to you. How was your day, Hoop?
Oh man, my day.
How was your week?
I just woke up and drank some coffee. But my week been cool, man. I ain't gonna lie, I had a lot of shit going on, a lot of life going on. But me and the wife, we got out, we had a little fun. You know what I'm saying? Get out, just get out and do stuff with your people. Got out, went to my daughter her game. They bust ass. Clay Chalkville beat Tom. It's crazy how the 7th and 8th grade teams be beating those schools, and then they get to high school and don't beat them. Like Thompson will beat the shit out of Clay Chalkville in the day of the week. But the 7th and 8th grade team, the high school team, but the 7th and 8th grade team be beating shit on like 4.
Because usually, like, they follow that, you know, the same kids that played in middle school gonna go up. But, you know, they at this point,
they're going to get the best.
Yeah, they be buying kids.
And especially since the high school. Like, in Clay Chalkville has a real nice campus, but Thompson has a real nice college. You know, so that's the difference between the middle school and the high school. You want to go to college or you want to go to community college? Where you want to go?
Thompson will bust Miles' ass.
They probably will. They probably will. But man, the week been cool, man. Prayers out to everybody dealing with Ida. I am a person whose family who had to deal with that. I finally got a chance to talk to my dad on yesterday. Because his phone wasn't working.
I was going to say, was the service messed up?
Yeah, the service was. I even got some people who told me, because I got the 504, that told me that they were trying to call me and text me and I wasn't getting it. But it's mainly because of that area code and what was going on with Ida. So I finally got a chance to talk to Pops yesterday. He cool, he good. Him and my cousin, they somewhere working with generators and shit, chilling. Mom's just nuts. Mom, but I get it and I feel on this, man. Mom, she went to Houston by my sister.
Yeah.
And her job was telling her that she had to be back on the 5th. What's today? The day the 5th, actually.
Oh, the day the 5th.
The day the 5th. And she was like, well, if there's no power, where am I supposed to go? Where am I going to stay? And her job was like, hey, that's up to you. That's not our problem.
All right. Well, that's y'all problem.
What can you think? What do you think my mama said? What you think my mama said?
F y'all.
Right. Fuck that job. I ain't coming back. I'll talk to y'all when I get back. And she's still in Houston right now.
But how does she do the job if the job doesn't have power?
They don't. And that's the crazy thing. And that's another thing. You're putting people in harmful conditions. Mom's older, so if she goes into an airport and you're calling her, telling her, you need to come to work, but it's 150 degrees up in here and there's no power, there's no light, there's no water, but you need to come work in these conditions. Nah, nigga, I ain't coming to work.
No. Shut this shit down until I get some power.
Right. And the initial reports was it was possible that power wouldn't be back until like November. But it's a good thing that power is now coming on now.
Yeah, they're saying a couple of weeks, well, a week or two. It should.
I mean, there's some areas power's on now. Right now, I think I read a report this morning that said there are 700,000 people in Louisiana as a whole without power, whereas it was upwards of 2 million prior. So you can see that they're making some progress. I've also saw some people who live close to my mom's house who went back home and they have power.
Okay.
So I think they'll have power. I think it's now to be like around the 8th. So the 8th is a cool date for moms to have power. But Step Pops, that nigga, he stayed at the crib. He's like, I'm stay here. I'm a man of fort. I got my generator if things get bad. But Ida hit, and he was like, I'm never doing that again. He was like, I felt like the house was about to fly away. Like, he like, and I get it. He was like, he did that. He always does that. He never really leaves, no matter how bad it gets. And the storm itself was worse than Katrina. And it's crazy because this was on the anniversary of Katrina.
Like
so
the 16-year anniversary or something.
That was in 2004, 5, I want to say. 5,
I believe. Yeah.
So, it's the anniversary of Katrina, and this was a worse storm than that. But he was like, I ain't never staying again. But he did good as well. He was like, the next day I called him after the storm was over. I was like, what you doing? He was like, I'm going over here to the job and I'm going to get some gas and some supplies so I could go cook for people. You know what I'm saying? If people need food, I could have some food for them and shit like that. So
I seen restaurants in the French Quarters was feeding the community and stuff like that. Because people don't understand that a lot of people stay in French Quarters. Like once you pass Bourbon, it's nothing but houses back there and stuff. So it is a community. But the average person not from New Orleans think that it's just hotels and Bourbon Street.
No, that's honestly, that's a very, very small area. It might be like a 5-mile radius with maybe even smaller with like Bourbon and hotels and all of that.
So is St. Bernard in the French Quarters? Is
it's
that
close.
considered?
It's close.
I know it's right there, but is that considered French Quarters?
No.
Because of the niggas?
Yeah. You know how it go. Yeah, and there's no bars there. There's no hotels there. Yeah. It's the project.
Nah, we parked over there like, we got to walk through. I said, we got to walk through what?
Yeah, no.
You notice, you ain't got to be from there.
It's considered downtown, but not the French Quarters.
You know what the projects look like, no matter what city you in. Like,
you get it.
Them the projects. And I don't want to walk through there.
Exactly. This is that.
Looking around like this, looking like a mark.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, man.
Y'all heard about that dispatcher went on
yes. They had a dispatcher in New Orleans who's wanted right now. I don't know her right there. I don't know if she's been caught or not, but she basically was hanging up on emergency callers. That's nuts.
Fucked up right there.
That's nuts. Like, and she looks like a young lady. She looks real young. I would say early 20s. But to be hanging up on callers who are in need of help, that's crazy.
I get it.
She's 25. She faces charges of malfeasance. I don't know if I said that word right, and tampering with emergency communication after discontinuing phone calls without getting any information or forwarding the incidents to emergency dispatcher. After analyzing a random set of calls with Stevens during her shifts on August 20th and August 21st, the Orleans Parish Communications District reported her to the police. Good. I get it, though. She's real young, and I don't know if she knows what she was really doing at that point.
Man, I bet what she was doing, these people was not in an emergency. They was calling and say, hey, my power out. Nigga, get off my phone.
Yeah.
That's not an emergency. Like, I'm pretty, like, think about all the dumb, especially around this time, all the dumb 911 calls she probably was getting. Not saying it was right, that's her job.
But what if that's not what she was doing?
If it was true emergency, like, hey, somebody's breaking into my house, then she needs to go to
she
jail.
wasn't even
Why
giving
even
them
take the job if you don't?
I'll tell you this. There are some people who are dispatchers and answer those calls who don't really answer the calls. Calls just roll in and come in onto their phone, they say nothing.
Yeah.
And they just roll in and nothing happens. So that's a possibility as well. And if it's something like that, then hey.
I want to hear the calls though.
I do
calls
too.
That she was hanging up
I don't know
on.
if they're gonna let you. Well, they might. But
I mean, they release 911 calls when it benefits them. But I want to hear the calls she was fired for. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was about some nothing. Mm-hmm. My husband say I'm wrong.
But I'm until I hear what they are, I'm not gonna really say. But I think for them to bring charges, I think it was something serious. And
it had to be something serious. So,
and during Ida, I think it's all probably was, something serious, in my opinion, based off what I've heard, what I've saw. Because New Orleans flood's easy. You know what I'm saying? So New Orleans flood's easy. So if Step House would have,
I don't know why they ever made New Orleans. To be honest with you,
for fun,
they should have never made it.
They made it, or it was just there.
Dummy.
It's land. You don't make land. I don't think. Do you make land?
No, you can't.
But you shouldn't make that a major city.
Christopher Columbus so crazy over here.
Like you basically built a city in a swamp.
Well, they actually say New Orleans isn't a major city. They say it's like a minor market, things like that, because it's small. It's real small. It's a good, fun.
I would consider it a major city,
but it's small. It's
probably,
real small.
It's bigger than any city in Alabama.
It's smaller than Birmingham. It's way smaller than Birmingham.
For real?
Yeah, like New Orleans is like you basically go from the tip of Hoover to almost what is that, Irondale? Man, that shit's so big compared to New Orleans. New Orleans is just Hoover and Homewood.
Damn.
All right, that's the comparison.
Well, You're counting just the city of New Orleans.
No, I'm going from basically from once you get from Slidell, when you get to the east, until you're going to Kennemetter by the airport. It's nowhere near the same size as Birmingham, fool. I can get throughout the entire New Orleans in 5 to 10 minutes. Like from my house to the east without traffic, I can get there in 10 to 15 minutes. And population-wise, Birmingham's big.
Hell nah, nigga. If you got to take a boat from your house to...
That's because we choosing to wait on the boat. But if you just go get on the interstate, 10 to 15 minutes, you'll be in the east.
Man, speaking about Algiers, I'm sorry.
Who say what?
Algiers.
Say it right.
Dummy.
Put some respect on our name.
My dog, my ace boom coon, I guess you could say college day one. But Nick Foster and his homeboy, what's my boy name? Bryce. Has the #1 book on Amazon for new releases. It's called Across the River, Life, Death, and Football in an American City. Super dope. I ordered mine the other day. I think it might be a movie coming out. They supposed to be on like Good Morning America and all type of shit. So it's just highlighting, what's the school name?
Edna Carr.
Edna Carr. How you feel about that?
I feel a little slighted because I was with that nigga yesterday and he told me nothing about a book.
He don't really rock with you.
I see. I see.
He treat you like Todd.
I'm about to get some paperwork on this nigga, man. But all in all, man, that's my dog, man. And I think that's super dope, man, because what that school has done, it's just nothing short of amazing, man. They got a new campus, which is super dope as well. But we bust that ass. But there was always good competition. We lived in an area where there was 3 high schools, I want to say, within a 3-mile radius. It was Edna Carr, it was Old Perry Walker, and it was L.B. Landry. And all 3 of us, we basically battled each year. And really, honestly, sorry, Landry, but it was always between us and Carr who was going to be the better team.
Was y'all in the same division?
Like
A? I don't know how y'all do it.
Yeah, it was 4A, 5A. Yes, we were all in the same. We was all in 4A.
Okay.
We was all in 4A.
How many A's do?
5. We only got 5. Some people got 6 and 7, but Louisiana we only have 5. But they also have now a Catholic league as well. So for the Catholic schools.
So it's St. Augustine where
they're in the Catholic league.
Where Big's coach is Catholic league.
They're in the Catholic league. But man, that's dope, man, because just seeing that school and where they came from, it's still in the middle of the hood. And for them to win 3 straight championships and to be contenders and damn near all of the others since I've left high school is nothing short of amazing. So for Bryce and for Biggs, that's big for them, man, and that's super dope.
They're kind of like a magnet school, aren't they?
They are a magnet school.
You got to test in and stuff.
I want to say you had to write a paper to get in, I think.
So Big's a nerd is what you're saying.
You could be a dumb nerd sometimes.
Yeah.
You could be a dumb nerd. But he was a nerd. I don't know. I think that changed because when I met him in college, he was dumb.
Oh, yeah, super dumb. Extra dumb. Some things never changed.
Yeah, but you do got to take some kind of test. But I think it's ways around that. If they want you there, they'll get you there.
Yeah.
They tried to get me there. I didn't go take it, or I didn't want to leave the school I was at.
But you weren't at the school yet.
Well, I went to 7 and 8. I was in 7 and 8 grade at Old Perry Walker. We had a middle school. So, and they tried to get me to come to their high school, but I just went to my high school.
Do you think you might have got more looks if you would have went to
No, because I was better than their quarterback. And they ran like the option. I wanted to spread that bitch out and throw it.
Oh, they ran the option.
Yeah, they ran for the most part. I mean, they threw it a little bit, but our offense was more spread out where theirs was more option type shit. I would have succeeded in it, but I don't think I would have got more looks.
Question, and we not in sports yet, but I read an article that said that high school and college needs to get away from the triple option because it's not helping kids get to the next level. More of like high school.
Mm-hmm. It's very rare that you'll get to the NFL based off you playing or running a triple option in high school. And you're seeing it more and more often. Like more people are running this spread offense, but it's still
you really don't have. But a couple of schools to go to in college, Army, like the military schools. That's about it.
That's it. I'm trying to think. I don't think
Georgia Tech used to, but
I want to say
they don't do it anymore.
It's one of them smaller Georgia, like Georgia State or something. Not State.
Georgia State does run.
It's one of them.
Yeah,
like Georgia.
They used to. I don't know if they still do.
Yeah, but it's very few that will run that option. I don't think you should get rid of it because I think ultimately it's the same concept. If you do it out of the shotgun, it just looks a little different. So the concept, like honestly, like when I ran the option out of the shotgun, it's still the same concept. I'm still reading the same person. I'm just not doing it from under the center. But it gives me more options to throw the ball a little bit better.
I'm not gonna lie. I love the option. I love watching it.
Mm-hmm.
I will watch an Army game anytime it's on.
Right now, if I was to
Army put up like 52 on somebody. I don't know how in the hell they did that.
Sheesh.
Running the ball.
I love the option. I ain't gonna lie. Like when we used to play in college, when we played college football, I ran the option a whole lot. I would play with Nebraska and shit like that.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, okay. I was like, y'all ain't run that shit at UAB.
We did run it at UAB too. We did. I would rather be multiple. Like my first game we started against Georgia, we ran the option the whole game.
That was a killer clock though.
It
right?
was, but you still did it. So I like the option because it gives you a different aspect. If I was an offensive coordinator right now in college who had an athletic quarterback, I would mix it in a little bit.
Or either just put in somebody else for that package.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But shouts out once again, man. Shouts out the big man that's huge, and he's down here because of Ida. You know what I'm saying? Ida had him with his power and his lights and things like that all. So he's down here in Birmingham right now. But hopefully they get the lights back on so my boy could get back and get to their season because he's a high school coach, head coach at St. Aug, and they're supposed to be pretty good. He was saying they may miss 2 games, but then after that they'll get back. But that's pretty dope, man. Shouts out to Biggs and Bryce, man. Biggs and Bryce.
And both of them big, from what I was told.
Yeah, both of them, boy. I ain't fooling with you can't get right, man. Like,
they said Bryce was at Popeyes one day. It's like 4 niggas in the car at the drive-through line. He ordered a 8-piece family pack, a family meal
for himself,
for 2 sides, and then asked some other niggas if they wanted anything.
I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at you, Bryce. Eat your chicken, man. Popeyes be hitting though.
Except for the one by us. That shit is trash. They run out of water.
What you think about the kids? I want to say it's in Illinois. Yes, Illinois has mental health days. I want to say they get up to 8 mental health days from school.
I'm not with it. Why? I understand it. Not maybe 8.
It's 5. I'm sorry, 5.
Well, because I know what I do with them. That'll just be extra spring break for me. And I'd be just as happy, like, I need a mental break.
Well, are you thinking from your standpoint, or what if right now, if you was one of those kids and you just had a day where you were like, man,
but
I really
I'm with it. It would have made my skip days count.
Yeah. I mean, but also, yeah, because you took them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't put myself in that mind frame because, like, and I don't want to be the old nigga back in my day, but I don't know what these kids go through.
I think we've had those days. We just didn't call it that. Like I'm pretty sure you had a day when you woke up and was like, Mom, I'm sick, and you wasn't really sick.
Yeah, and my mama said, she checked my temperature and told me to get dressed.
She can't check your stomach temperature.
Man, that shit barely worked though.
I mean, honestly, like I ain't gonna lie, I did have a couple to where I was like, I ain't feeling good today. I ain't gonna go to school. Maybe it just was one of those because I really wasn't sick.
Yeah.
So that's maybe what our mental health days is basically lying about being sick because we don't want to go to school.
Instead of having to lie about it, and I'm just gonna take a mental health day today.
Exactly.
So I think it's dope. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be misused, which kid's gonna do. But you need those days. Shit, as an adult, I'll take them. I take off on a Tuesday.
But technically, like right now, as an adult, you get mental health days.
They don't call them that, but shit, my PTO is my mental health.
Sick days.
So, I mean, I think it's dope. Because, these kids are going through a lot, fool. I couldn't imagine being in high school right now.
Bill Mayer last week was talking about kids in high school right now have the same levels of anxiety of people in the 50s who were in mental asylums.
I can see that.
Sheesh.
Right. They're in mental asylums, and these kids in high school have those same levels of anxiety as those people. So, yes.
My nigga, think about it like...
But it's the evolution of, like, fucking social media and all of that, too, that plays a part into it.
My nigga, think about it in high school, if you had a bad haircut or you got beat up, that shit lasted a couple of days, but only in your high school. Mm-hmm. Now... it's all over the city. The
whole world.
The world.
Cali to New York, where you got beat up.
But everybody that you know from all other schools, that's why in our day you can have a girlfriend in a different high school.
Like, think about it.
Because they didn't meet.
Think about when we was in high school. We wasn't talking about mental health laws in Illinois like we are now.
Yeah.
So that's just the same thing, man. You know. But get them kids them days. I don't mind it. I don't have a problem with it. If my kid tells me she just like even without those days, if my kid was to come to me and be like, I'm really not feeling school today. Like I'm emotionally drained or something like that. I'd be okay with it. You were able to come to me and tell me that. So I respect it and I'll be okay with it.
Man,
we might go get some ice cream at noon.
Man, I got so many like perfect attendance medals, and that shit means some bullshit.
I ain't never had that.
I was so mad at my dad for that shit.
I ain't never had that shit.
My mama I remember one time, nigga, it was a hurricane coming. That nigga still made me go to school. My mama cussed his ass out and said, go pick his ass up because I told you don't take him to school anyway today. They let the school out early.
Pops was a wild boy.
Man, that nigga was nuts.
Shouts out to Pop. Man.
At least
Pop
he ain't
cool,
seen you to
man.
Bishop Sycamore.
Exactly. Yeah, Bishop Sycamore. Oh my God.
I would have had fun at Bishop Sycamore. They don't do shit there.
You get your ass beat as a 30-year-old.
My boy said they don't even go to school. They just sit in the
Hell no, they just play tunk all day.
But Candyman, you watch Candyman? Are you willing to watch any Candyman? Have you ever watched any Candyman?
Yeah. Candyman never really bothered me. Hey man, I support black.
Have you ever said it in the mirror?
Oh fuck no.
Okay.
I'm not saying
that. Then it bothers you.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Toby. I'm not playing. I think that's a Mobile thing.
What's Toby?
Some little Ouija board, stupid.
Oh.
It's some sick shit. Well, not sick, but yeah, it's sick. But it's some extra shit.
Dummy.
But hell no. Whatever, all that other shit, I'm never doing any of that. Nigga, I ain't saying Beetlejuice 3 times.
I don't mind the Beetlejuice because I ain't never was scared. He was like comedy.
Beetlejuice kind of funny
but
though.
I am not saying Candyman. I think I saw the first Candyman, maybe the second one. But I ain't watching no more. But we brought this up to say congratulations to Nia DaCosta for becoming the first black woman director with a #1 film at the box office for the newest Candyman movie. So that's pretty dope. Even though, like I said before, I'm not gonna be the one to watch it because I don't like I'm too old to be scared. I ain't trying to be scared no more. That shit just crazy. But that's dope though. Shout out to her for that.
I watch it when it hit like HBO Max or something. I watch that and well, I mean that's dope of her. But that last it was the last scary movie series. I can't think of it. But it was like number 6 or 7. It had I think Chris Rock in it. But
I saw that.
it's the nigga with
yeah.
It's the nigga with Jigsaw. What's the movie name?
Or is it a series? Is it a movie or a series?
It's a movie. That ain't the name of the movie.
It
It's
ain't
got
name.
Jigsaw.
Saw.
Saw. It's like Saw 6. So I'm gonna watch that when it hit. I don't know when I'm going back to the
Are you
movies.
more
That
afraid
shit
of
was good.
You more afraid of scary movies at home or in the movies?
Neither.
I ain't fucking.
But see, but
at
see,
the house,
like,
right? Got,
but
you hear anything at the house? What the fuck?
but see, like realistic scare movies scare me more than Freddy Krueger.
What's a realistic
Like
scary movie?
like Strangers when there was people outside knocking on, you know what I'm saying, trying to get in. That can
I got a
actually
scary
happen.
movie for you then. Karen. It's a new movie called Karen.
About a white lady?
About white people calling the police.
I swear
That's
to-
hey, white
I
people
swear to
scare
God,
white
that
women
shit-
scare me.
That's real life torture there.
Yeah, that's a horror movie waiting to happen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How y'all feel about a federal agency investigating McDonald's? The FTC is investigating McDonald's and why their ice cream machines are always broken.
Well,
I know the answer already. I
What's
worked
the
there
answer?
for 6 years.
yeah, he know the answer.
You did it on purpose?
I just finished cleaning the bitch. I ain't finna clean it again because your ass was some ice cream.
Late
So
at
why
night.
why y'all don't wait until the end of your shift to clean it?
Because they stay open 24.
Ah. But why that bitch be broken at 2 p.m.?
Don't nobody want to clean it. That's the shift change. Nigga just left.
But also besides that, yes. But they were saying that a lot of them, you can't just call the local repairman to fix it. McDonald's has to send somebody to fix it, and then the owner, because their profit margins are very small. That's why they don't be wanting to get. You think about that extra barbecue sauce. Their profit margins are so small to make money. They care about that shit. That's why they don't even give you ketchup no more. You got to ask for it.
Yep.
They used to
I
throw
ain't
4
even pay
5
that no
ketchups in there. But now they probably got to pay for that repairman. And they probably look at it, all right, I got to pay this. Because this is a McDonald's repairman that's coming from Oklahoma or some damn well.
Per diem.
I also saw some shit that said basically to repair it costs more money than to actually fix or to make it, basically.
Yeah.
And so the person who made it did that on purpose because they knew they was going to get paid off going to repair McDonald's ice cream machine.
Same thing as an
And-
iPhone.
So the FTC should be investigating that nigga rather than McDonald's.
That's what they're saying. It's like a right to repair law. So, all right, I can get somebody over here to fix it or whatever. I don't have to use the company that made it.
Yeah.
Kind of like with your iPhone. You can't just change its battery out. You got to take it somewhere.
That's nuts.
So,
By the
I
time
can't
you
change
go
my
and
own
do
battery
all
out?
that, you might well just get
hey,
a
man, but
phone.
9 times out of 10, you ain't need that motherfucking McFlurry. Take your ass home.
Dummy.
Nigga does, man. Let them people have their ice cream and people. We got some ice cream when we left yesterday.
Skinny
Jenny's.
ass person.
From Jenny's, goddamn. That Jenny's be hitting.
That-
If
hey.
you get the right kind. You got to get the right kind, though.
Food. It's something about that damn waffle. That damn waffle cone.
That could be so crisp.
I could just eat the fucking. I'm gonna ask for like 8 waffles, just the waffle cones. I don't even need the ice cream.
Not even a little bit of ice cream? You got to have a little tap.
little.
dab.
Yeah,
Just
a little-
get one.
little dab.
Let me get 1 scoop and 8 cones. That's just want to dip this shit to cold. That shit do be good, though, for I ain't gonna lie.
Dip my waffles in ice cream. That's the next thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a bowl and then give me 2 waffles.
When you think about it, it's really just milk and cookies.
Milk and cookies.
It's really just milk and cookies when you think about it, fool. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
How many?
McDonald's, get you a Sunday and get
Now,
you a
now,
goddamn
now with
apple pie.
Oreos, my thing was I get about 4 of them boys. Dip them hoes in there. You gotta let them get wet.
You got to let them sit there for about a good 30.
Yeah.
You count down?
Well, I feel it until it start almost losing. You almost lose a grip.
How many you done lost?
Oh, I done lost plenty. But you know what?
Them hoes be good at the
At
end.
the
when you
end, woo-hoo, that's some good eating there, boy.
Dummy.
Hey,
That's that's the cookies and cream ice cream at that point.
for real. Shit, I done made a milkshake out of Oreos, put a little milk in there, and just let the hoes sit in there and break them up.
Oh man, you can't beat that.
Well, I got some fat tendencies.
And a fat stomach.
Yeah.
Let me stop shaming. I'm sorry.
Don't body shame me.
I
with it.
apologize, cuz I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
If Lizzo could do what she wanted to do, so can I.
Here you go. Here he goes.
I'm part of the fat people community.
Dummy.
Okay, you are who you say you are. Moving on to something a little more serious. You saw the former DA. He was indicted after allegedly showing favor to the man who was accused of killing Ahmaud Arbery. Jacqueline Lee Johnson is accused of violation of oath of public officer and obstruction of police officers in her handling of the case. So it's actually a lady. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I thought it was a lady.
It was a lady. I'm sorry. I added the he. And I'm sorry. The Georgia Attorney General basically announced that. So she's being thrown off that case. She's been indicted, rightfully so, because you can't show favor to killers, man.
She tried to cover it up. She basically told the police don't investigate it. Some good old boys club but this time a woman
Wasn't
was
one of
involved.
the guys a ex-cop or something
He
like that?
was,
Okay.
yeah.
Like, man,
So man, these small towns, you know how that shit work. And yeah, I'm glad your ass got caught.
exactly, man. So because that's the systematic shit we be talking about.
Yeah.
That's what makes it systematic.
And
like,
think about it, a DA that is okay with a black man being.
you're in the wrong
gunned
job.
down.
You're in the wrong job.
Think about all the other how she values black life.
She doesn't apparently,
So no,
or she values her ex-white cops more. Either way, you're wrong.
yeah, take your ass to jail.
Life is life. I don't care if you're black, you're white, you're Chinese, you're whatever, man. You take a life, you need to suffer those consequences.
This is true.
Deal with the shit, man. I don't care what color you is. I ain't taking sides for nobody who's blatantly murdered somebody wrongfully.
Now, there's some other weird shit. I can't understand it. Did you see where the Taliban is tricking gay men so they can rape them?
Hold on, what?
The Taliban.
I saw that they was killing some of them in
They're setting up,
locking 'em up and-
Tinder and Facebook accounts and tricking them into coming somewhere so they can rape them
Doesn't that make them gay?
gay. That's what I don't understand. You're mad at gay people,
So you raped them.
But you
which
gay.
makes you gay.
So you do a gay act.
Right. So shouldn't you, after that, just kill yourself? Because now you're gay.
Technically. Well, depending on how they did it.
No.
It's
If you
just-
had sex with a man, you're
Well,
gay.
no. I don't mean it like that. I mean like LL Cool J on the movie when he had my man on the pool table.
LL Cool J.
Yeah. Jay Reed with Jay
oh.
Reed. So like that. You know. So it depends
Yeah.
on if they in the Taliban seems like they would be that kind of vulgar.
That's true.
So I guess it depends on that instance. Meaning, and when I say that, meaning LL Cool J used an object to rape a man. He didn't.
Yeah.
Rape
I read the story to kind of see they didn't get details, but like if you hate gay people so much, why would you even want to be around them?
That shit crazy. For we leaving in a week, they revert so quick. So I wasn't saying that to be funny. Like that's just crazy that they immediately go to killing the people who helped the Americans and killing gay people and taking away some women's rights, even though you're standing in the news saying you're going to stand up for women's rights. But then they shot a lady because she didn't want to wear the burqa, I think it is. I don't want to mispronounce, but they shot her and killed her because she didn't want to wear it.
Right. They won't even let women go to school and have businesses. I don't know what the hell they is bringing up, but they won't even let women have businesses. Like, and that's a little gay. I'm sorry for you to want women to dress up in that. Like, you don't want to see their body. You don't want to see their face.
I want to see my woman's body.
Yes. And to be around a bunch of men all day.
Only men in this club.
Hey, Taliban, y'all have some gay tendencies. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the right move was made of us leaving?
Oh, you remember when you was over a girl house and you was ready to go and you told your homeboy to call you. He got a flat tire or some shit. That's what the U.S. did. Hey, bro, I'm ready to get out this bitch. Just make up any reason.
Crazy, man. I'm out of here.
I'm gone. But that shit serious because for one, we still got, they say around 200 Americans still there. Mm-hmm. And we're like 20 years, what do we do? But waste trillions of dollars. We didn't change anything. Mm-hmm. We didn't train the Afghans. I honestly think they should have trained more women because men over there, shit, under Taliban rule, they got it set. Women can't say shit, can't do shit. Like they ain't losing anything.
I ain't gonna say they got it set.
Well,
because they can't even,
no, women have. I'm saying compared to women,
yeah, okay,
they have it the worst. They can't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
They can't, you know what I'm saying, dress or be educated or anything. So like they really fighting for their lives. And if you like, it's okay to rape them if they're not tied to a man and shit like that.
That's weird,
man. It's no way we should have, after 20 years, let the Taliban exist.
I don't know if we could control that.
Kill all of them. Blow all that shit up. Start over.
Maybe you can't. What?
Yes, you can.
Hold on, what?
Blow it all up.
Shut up, can't give her.
Blow it all up.
This nigga, give him a dummy. Dummy. Nah, you can't do that because you're killing those same women that you're right now fighting for. So you can't blow them all up, man. Shut up.
Blow the bad ones up.
How you gonna know? The bad one might hang with the good one.
Hiroshima.
Yeah, that nigga crazy. I mean, no, man. You can't, man. I mean, I don't know what you can do to shift that culture or if you ever can for the simple fact
that's what I'm saying.
that you were there for 20 years and in 2 weeks shit went back to shit. I don't know if I'm speaking on this properly, but I don't know if we handled it correctly or mishandled it or if we ever could have handled it correctly anyway. Outside of, like you're saying, blowing it up, which is nuts.
Boom.
Nuts.
Boom, boom.
Super nuts. That nigga's super nuts.
Because they knew where they was at. They had meetings with him. Shoot him in the head at the meeting.
What?
The leader of the Taliban. We got all this technology. Shoot everybody.
This is why you don't want stock and Todd here, so you can go off the rails.
Hey, if you claim that Taliban set, you're getting shot. We need to start being the bullies that we are, man. Sometimes the bully is needed.
Well, we are, and we have been, but do we get criticized?
That shit.
Right, do we get criticized for being a bully sometimes? Too much.
So, that's who you are.
That's why they don't like
But
like Zach Randolph said, nigga, where we from, we bully bullies. Mm-hmm. If we gonna be the biggest bully, we can't have no other bully. Why are we talking to other bullies?
But our way of living is not to bully.
We need to.
Why?
To save the world.
Then you become someone else. Then you're not you anymore.
We not us. United States got it fucked up.
We do got it fucked up, but We have a lot more rights than a lot of other people everywhere else.
Bruh, I hate that. Now,
And it
mind
comes from
y'all.
bullying.
Now, mind y'all, a lot of this stuff I'm saying, I'm just playing. But when it comes to like women's rights and stuff like that, we be quiet about a lot of shit in a lot of other countries, how they treat women.
Well, as far as us right now, and us going with Texas, going through
Nuts.
and we can speak out about it and say it without being killed.
That's true.
So, even though it's a nuts rule that's put in place, we have the right to fight it or try to fight it or
If
try
you,
to do something. Or
if you don't know, Texas just passed a law. Well, basically, they made it okay for citizens to sue people for getting abortions after 6 weeks.
who's going to sue them?
Anybody.
So if me personally, I could sue somebody because they got an abortion.
Yep.
And I don't even know that person.
Yep.
So if she get pregnant and then she get an abortion, a nigga can go and sue her for getting
For getting an abortion.
Or sue the doctor that performed the abortion.
Or you can't even help them. Like if they say that if anyone helps someone get an abortion after that 6 week, you're liable too. So
Like taking them out the state.
taking them out the state, of Uber
so that's
driver.
gonna make
Or,
doctors erase it from their
Basically,
services.
they made it illegal without making it illegal.
Yeah.
But Biden stepping up and saying, "Nah,
y'all
can't
sleep
do
that night.
shit."
Y'all was tripping that night. Y'all the Supreme Court was tripping when
But
let that go.
Bruh, Texas that had a run. They did the abortions.
Make sure you say bad run.
Oh, a terrible run. I'm talking about a run of awfulness.
Yeah.
They did the abortion. They did stricter voting laws. It's no mail-in ballots. It's basically stopping black and brown people from voting because that's who it affects the most. What other shit they did? Oh, the gun laws. You just
got to be 18.
gotta be 18.
No permit, no nothing. You just need a license and a gun. And you're good to go.
West.
Walk around. Put it on your hip.
You can't have an abortion because they say that's killing a life. But everybody gets to walk around with a deadly weapon.
As well as the mask rules.
Oh yeah, you can't. You damn sure can't wear a mask.
Fuck a mask.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't wear no mask. That's crazy. Like
Dummy.
I don't
This
get
is
it.
my biggest thing.
You're so pro life, but you won't protect life by telling somebody to put a mask on.
You won't protect life, and this is my biggest thing with Republicans. They be so pro life until that child gets here, and if you're an 18-year-old, 19-year-old,
And you know who's gonna suffer from that mostly?
blacks
Blacks.
and browns.
And poors.
But also they're I don't know why they're doing it because that's just really going to create more black and brown people.
More poverty. That and poverty.
So, but then once they get here, you don't want to help them.
Exactly. Because I don't know the numbers. I'm just saying what I think. I think that most people who get abortions are poor people.
Yeah,
And that's
because they
because
can't afford it.
Exactly. And so you're gonna create more poorness.
So if they know they can't afford the child,
And then you're gonna criticize me for needing welfare.
right? And then say pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Damn, I was about to go to college, but now I can't because I got to take care of this child. I got to get a job at McDonald's with the ice cream machine broke.
But then that Republican senator gonna have a side chick who pregnant and she gonna get an abortion.
She gonna get an abortion.
All in all, man, do what's right. Man, the best thing I've seen in this instance is women speaking for women. You should not be making rules about women's body without women in the room, man. Let them women decide what to do with their bodies. And there's no exemptions, like no rape,
Rest
no
in peace
incest,
to
no
what her
nothing.
name was, the Supreme Court justice.
Was
The
it
lady-
Ginsburg?
Yeah. Rest in peace, because what she did, they say she did a lot of that. Trying to make sure.
Well, the only
Obama had a word.
she should have retired. Obama tried to get her to retire during his
So he can get somebody else in there.
term, so he could get somebody else in there. But she said no, and then let Trump appoint somebody,
show them.
and then that changed it to that changed the Supreme Court to conservative. So now a lot of these rules probably about to go through.
Like they say Roe versus Wade, probably
Yeah.
about to be out of there.
So man,
Come on, man. Let these women decide what they want to do with their bodies. Yes, man. You have no say-so in a lady's body. With that being said, man, how about the Certified Lover Boy?
It's certified.
It's certified.
The boy don't play.
He do not play, and we been off, so we didn't talk about the Kanye album, but I think that's kind of perfect because we're gonna talk about how those two intertwine.
No, I wish we'd have talked about the Kanye album before we heard Drake.
Why?
Because it was so much better.
Kanye album was better or Drake album? Was
No,
Drake
Kanye album was better before we
better?
heard Drake.
Gotcha. So just separate them. Learn to separate the two. Separate.
All right. So if I come in here, if I would just say we can,
Let's go Kanye
here,
first. We'll go Kanye first since that came first.
I thought it was a dope album
Me too.
Until yesterday or until Friday.
until Friday, but Friday never happened, and we're in bizarre world or some shit. So Friday never happened. This just we recording Monday, August 28th or 9th or whatever the hell that day was after Kanye dropped. Dope album. I enjoyed it. I listened a couple times, but I knew I wasn't going to listen anymore after Friday.
Because okay. I will listen more, but I'm gonna make my own album. 26 songs is a lot of fucking songs.
Probably
Yeah.
early
So,
Sunday morning or something.
I probably I can listen to it like just it's a vibe for me. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be Sunday. It could be Wednesday night maybe. But I'm probably gonna put together about an 8 to 10 song playlist, which I think will be a good.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I need. 20. I don't need 20. Have a 26 or however many it is.
Like
Lie
26,
to
27.
Yeah, I don't need all of that, man. I need 8 to 10 of those songs. Even though I gave it a listen, it all was pretty good. It all flowed well. It all sounded good. It all sounded professional as shit. He
Sound amazing.
It did sound
Them
amazing.
beats, bro.
He had
Every
a,
beat was
he had a
was
lot,
amazing.
a lot of people on there, which I was okay with because it all fit and it all made sense.
How you feel about the people that wasn't on there and crying about it?
Damn, Soldier.
I only have a real I was about to say I only have a real problem with one of them, but I have a problem with two of them. It was Soulja, Chris Brown, and Andre 3K. For me, the biggest one out of that is Andre
that's three
3K.
people.
That's what I said. I said I was about to say.
So how many people you got a problem with?
Andre 3K and CB. Soulja Boy, I don't care to hear about Soulja Boy and his rants, man. You know.
Why you mad at 3K?
I'm not mad at 3K. I'm mad that 3K wasn't on there.
Oh, okay.
I'm mad that him and Chris Brown wasn't on there because those are two that I wouldn't mind hearing and listening to.
Did you want to hear Chris Brown rap?
I don't know if he would have rapped. I want to hear Chris Brown music.
No, like he kept him on there for the vocals, but he had a verse that he took off for Chris Brown.
So I don't know what's within that verse. It could have been rapping. It could have been singing. It could have been a combination. I like to hear Chris Brown make music, so I would have been there to hear it.
I would have wanted to listen to it. It might not have fit. I understand 3K verse or being taken out because he said, I guess he was
didn't know.
cursing in it.
Yeah, he didn't know it was supposed to be a clean version.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was. Was the album a whole clean album?
Yeah, I don't think it because it's labeled a gospel album. And for it to be a gospel album, you can't have any cursing.
I didn't hearing that now I need to go back and re-listen to the entire album for curse words.
You're not gonna find one.
I didn't really even pay attention to it. That's the crazy thing. I didn't pay attention to is there any curse words in there?
But my thing is, if you tell like the genius of 3K, if you tell like when he set off his verse, why can't you say, no man, it need to be clean?
Exactly.
Like he don't even curse like that.
Yeah,
So
he probably said 1 or 2 words.
yeah, like he don't really curse like that. So he could have easily
And this is
made it right.
This is 3K's tweet or words or whatever.
Statement.
A statement. A few weeks ago, Kanye reached out about me being a part of his Donda album. I was inspired by his idea to make a musical tribute to his mom. It felt appropriate to support the Donda concept by referencing my own mother, who passed away in 2013. We both share that loss. I thought it was a beautiful choice to make a clean album, but unfortunately, I didn't know that was the plan before I wrote and recorded my verse. It was clear to me that an edited, clean format of the verse would not work without having the raw original also available. So sadly, I had to be omitted from the original verse. It said something else. The track I received and wrote to didn't have the diss verse on it, so he didn't know it was supposed to be a diss verse that came out yesterday. That
What song was the diss verse?
it wasn't on there. So it was completely omitted. I guess.
Oh, the whole song was omitted.
Exactly, because the diss verse came out. Drake actually released the diss verse that Kanye had put
Drake
out yesterday.
the one who leaked.
He the one who leaked it. So
Kanye was dissing Drake.
yes, in that verse, and
and
Andre
3K was on it.
Well, he would have been
Yes,
on it, but 3K
yes.
said the verse wasn't on it when I recorded.
Is this song anywhere? I want to hear it. It sounds like it's fire.
I sent it. I sent
looking
it,
for
but
it right now.
it only has the Kanye verse that I sent. Did you listen to the? You commented on
Oh
it
yeah,
yesterday.
yeah, I did.
So you was like, "This the Kanye I like." You and Ty was like, "This is the Kanye I like and I would like to hear."
yeah.
So it was that verse, but Andre 3K didn't know it was going to be a diss song.
This the diss right here. I put Virgil and Drake on the same text, and it wasn't about the matching our dress.
Or Kid Cudi dress. Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
Just told these grown men stop it with the funny shit.
But I saw a lot of memes too. That
Now-
he put it on GD, and
now-
GD was like, "You GD now?"
Now,
Come on, Kanye, bro.
now, what issue does Drake have with Virgil?
I don't know if Drake has an issue with Virgil. I think that's Kanye with the issue with Virgil and Drake because he made Drake's watch and Drake's custom gear and attire and shit like that.
Hey, that lover boy said, "You play with my kid again, I'm gonna put you on a t-shirt, nigga." Hey,
But
all
all in all, I would have loved to hear 3K on this verse. 3K said
I always wanna hear
he also
3K.
mentioned who he wants to work with, Lil Baby, Tyler, and Jay-Z. I think a Tyler and 3K song would be dope. Because I actually like that Tyler album.
You do like the Tyler album. It
It
was
was pretty
okay.
good. It was pretty
They in the same weirdness. 3K, 3K can do a song with Miley Cyrus, and I'm gonna want to listen to it.
Just want to hear his verse. I just want to hear that nigga speak, man. Just speak in rhyme, and it's gonna make sense.
But him and Lil Baby, that would be interesting. I would like to see who goes into whose world.
I don't. Has 3K ever went into anyone else's world? Think of a song.
When he like in that Snap era, it wasn't white t-shirts. It was
But he go ahead,
Now
walk it out.
Yeah.
But it still was his shit. He still flipped that shit and kind of made it his
no,
own.
he went into
He
their
would-
world and did it better than them. Than they could
Exactly.
ever
He
do.
went on to their song, but the rapping was still his own rap. He wasn't rapping like none of them.
As an Atlanta nigga, I feel like Andre was in his world, and that was his world. That was true Andre.
It was.
Yeah.
So overall, Kanye album, good album.
Yeah, it was good.
Kanye album, good album. I'm gonna make it a great EP.
7 or 10.
7 out of
I
10.
get a 7.
I give it a 7.
I give it an 8 to 8.5 because it's art, man. Like that shit is artistic. And it's hard. And me learning that it was a whole clean album with the baby on it, with Lil Baby on
His
it,
feature combinations
with
was
Chicago
sick.
rappers on
With
it.
Chicago rappers on it.
You got a clean gospel artistic album that sounds good with the hood on it. So, to me that gets it more points. Even if Kanye doesn't have the most memorable verses.
I definitely enjoyed it.
He wasn't supposed to.
He never does.
And
He
then-
just wanted to show you I could make this music and I could do the shit well.
And then Friday came.
And then Friday came. What happened Friday? It was some got certified. Certified level status.
12 chicks on the cover pregnant.
Hey.
Y'all have a problem with that cover?
No?
Where he get all them emojis from?
He just made them, but I see why he did it. I guess because
Lover boy.
it does well. No, but it's Instagrammable.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the posters everywhere. People was making their own individual posters and
Is it
the
him?
billboards and
Is that what some would look at like maybe he's being a male sexist or chauvinist or I can't think of the right term, but
no, I think he was saying he's making R&B music and people are going to have more sex and women are going to get pregnant.
so
I
it's
think
not
he's
him.
saying-
It's
I
not
think
him.
He's saying all y'all my kids.
Ah.
That's one way. He did say them. What's the song? He was like, I'm y'all niggas daddies or some shit.
Yeah, he had Nicki on there saying, "I'm gonna make y'all niggas paying me for me
And
being
shouts out
for
to
y'all
my
being
boy
my
Future
sons."
when he kept talking about Future like goddamn.
But the Drake album to me is a better album. I am sorry, Kanye, but whatever. The Drake album is a better album.
Shit,
It
I think
does
Kanye
not-
believe that.
He better. He don't. But it doesn't have a skippable song. Even though I like
It does
rapping-
have a skippable song.
Which one?
I'm so sexy. I hate
I'm
that shit.
too sexy for my shirt.
Don't do that.
So
Don't do
sexy, yeah. I like that song, fool.
Me too. I
like that shit, fool. I just think it brings some fun into the shit, man. You got to be so serious all the time. And the crazy thing is, he has Future, Young Thug, and Kawhi Leonard in the video. Yeah,
I didn't see the video.
Kawhi Leonard.
I meant to watch it, but
anytime you can get Kawhi Leonard to have fun, I'm with it.
Man, the features really, besides Wayne and Ross, the features on this album really ain't do it for me.
I liked Lil Durk.
Oh yeah. But I like Lil Durk.
Dirt went off.
He ain't been missing. He ain't missed in a minute.
I like Giveon. I'm a Giveon fan, so I like the Giveon. The Hove. You don't like the Hove? I like the Hove because I feel like Hove was. Who you think Hove was shooting at? Dame Dash or somebody else?
He threw something in there for Dame Dash.
I think it was all. Excuse me. I think it's always about Dame Dash, in my opinion.
Yeah, because going off of them, I guess kind of beefing recently and shit like that.
Who else can compete with Hov? He gotta go at Dame. You feel?
It's funny.
It ain't nobody else there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that nigga could have been talking about Drake because them niggas is funny. Like they really, at this point, Drake. That's who Drake is only competing with.
Yeah.
Like when Drake was talking to Kanye, we're like, nigga, we ain't neck to neck. Like we ain't. This ain't no even. Drake is only competing with Jay-Z, and he's only competing for the greatest of all time. That's all. Like.
Musically or personally?
Music. Or both. Whatever, however you want to say it.
Business. I think he's competing with Jay-Z from the stance of music as well as business as well as other things. Yeah. But as far as music, I'm putting Kendrick in there. I'm sorry.
Man, that nigga don't care about Kendrick.
I don't believe that.
I'm gonna keep it G.
Kendrick ain't put out an album in 5 years.
Neither has Drake.
Drake fan.
No, I think it's been like 500 days or something.
And Kendrick has, because he had the Black Panther. He's also had the Fred Hampton soundtrack as well.
Black Panther wasn't it. Fred Hampton album wasn't it.
I like them both.
His last 2 albums wasn't it.
Spoiler alert. Kendrick got 30 songs coming. That nigga
he got Pulitzers and shit for his music, man. So I'm not gonna sit here and say he's not it.
Wow. I'll make it entertaining.
Bars, man.
It matters, man. If nobody else has it, that's just like we said here.
Him and Andre.
That's just like we said here and big up Kanye because he stood in the middle of an arena on some white ice and it was the first time it happened. It's the reason why we did it. Mm-hmm. So getting a Pulitzer for your music is the same thing. It's the first time it happened. So
hey man, it's Jay-Z, Drake.
You heard my man. He said he called him the GOAT. I am the Omega. Don't address me unless it's with 4 letters. You know them 4 letters?
Yeah.
I like Kendrick, man. I like Kendrick when he raps like that.
Kendrick, my favorite.
I like Kendrick. I like Kendrick because he only raps.
Drake, I ain't the biggest Drake fan though, but when it comes to that greatest conversation, it's Drake.
Man, Drake is
Jay
10 times
touching Drake. Drake
music is 10 times better than Kendrick, J. Cole's. 10 times.
And Jay-Z.
Song wise,
no, it's not better than Jay-Z.
Yes, it is.
I don't even
song
like
wise,
his singing shit, but Jay can't go there, bro. He can't go there.
That's fine. That ain't what he do.
You can't do no.
He make great albums. Jay-Z has more great albums than Drake has.
I saw me. At 34, Drake made Certified Lover Boy. At 34, Jay-Z made the Black Album.
The Black Album wasn't his best.
To me, I always tell you, that's my favorite Hove album. That's the only vinyl I have. Well, that and the Blueprint. But
that's what's so
album.
dope about Jay-Z, though.
Whose songs gonna last longer?
Probably Drake.
Drake's.
Because he has more big radio hits.
Timeless music,
but
man.
the Blueprint ain't going nowhere.
No, that's one of the best rap albums ever made.
So when you say it like that, like songs, yeah, because he with the Beatles, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But as far as a product of work, I still can't think of many things that challenge Blueprint, in my opinion.
I think Drake's best album is Slept On.
I think his best album is a mixtape.
My favorite shit was Never
Oh, yeah. His first...
first shit that came out, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely was.
I mean, what it was? Was it Take Care?
The one before his first album.
Damn, what's the name? It's the mixtape.
Never been the same, bro. I think everybody hate the album.
I like his albums. I'm just saying the best. Drake, first mixtape.
No, first mixtape is gonna be room for improvement.
Second mixtape.
Just no, that ain't. That's the one with Trey Songz on it.
So Far Gone.
So Far Gone. Yeah.
That's the best shit.
To me, that's my favorite.
Comeback Season got some hits on it, man. Room for Improvement got some hits on it too. Drake is just that nigga. Hey,
He dope, man. He's dope.
He's the boy.
He's dope. He's the best all around. But if I'm gonna go rap in rappers, I like Kendrick.
That's cool.
I do love when Drake actually raps and gets deep with it.
Me
Like
too.
on here, what song we was just
That's the
listening
Drake.
to?
That's why I like Never Been the Same.
The 7 a.m.
on
on Brittle, is that Bridle or Brittle Path?
Oh, yeah.
Bridal.
That
He got-
shit dope. As
yeah.
well as Champagne Poetry.
That
Yeah.
was a diss though. That's
He got
when
busy
dissed
on
Drake
that.
down.
So when Drake raps like that, I love it. But he doesn't do that enough for me. I want to hear Drake do that 18 times. That's just me. I want to hear him rap on those Rick Ross type beats that he rapped over Rick Ross and Wayne.
There's
That's
no
the Drake I
verses
want to
for
hear.
Drake, bro. There's no verses
Wayne,
for Drake.
I think Wayne gives him a shot.
No.
think it. Nah,
I
I
think
I
Wayne
don't
gives him a
think
shot.
No.
If there's
Not
gonna
in
be
the
anyone,
verses.
it's Wayne.
No.
If it's some rules in verses,
Man,
yeah,
y'all be
but-
forgetting that Wayne went crazy for a 5-year span, nothing but hot fire.
Yeah, but he just did it for 12 years,
Yes.
span, never high five.
But not as much as Wayne. Wayne was putting shit
Bruh.
out every month.
Yeah,
his shit
but
ain't
man, you
missing
can't.
nothing.
But
Wayne
you
had a
can't-
whole summer of just Wayne.
But you can't put Wayne mixtape songs up against when Drake is on like Maybach music.
You can in the verses. You can also pull out a Wayne Maybach music verse.
just hold on.
He doesn't
hold
have
on.
one.
Yes, he does. Wayne's on a Maybach music verse.
Oh, one of the later ones, I believe.
I don't know which one. I know he got one.
I mean, it would be amazing. I love all 40 songs and rap them hoes or sing them hoes.
Hit for hit, give me Future.
Oh,
I
hell
want
no.
Future hit for hit against
No.
a lot of
You
niggas.
sound like a nigga who 28 years old.
Right, from Atlanta.
Right. Who stayed in Atlanta for a little while.
You can't even put
hit-
this conversation. You
hit
can't even
for
put
hit.
Future in this
Hit
conversation.
for hit. Don't forget Future right too.
I get it.
You got a lot of Rihanna, a lot of all these other motherfuckers out here with them Future
Hey
hits.
man,
Hit for hit.
the only person that can battle Drake is,
It's not Jay-Z.
Jay-Z and Wayne.
It's not Jay-Z.
Speaking of verses, Ja Rule and Fat Joe finna go.
I saw that.
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna be entertained.
I would go Ja Rule if I had to bet on something. I'm
You
gonna go
going
Ja. I'm gonna go Ja Rule.
Yeah,
Other
go
than
on.
lean back, I think Ja Rule.
Ja Rule, hey,
Fat Joe sneaky though.
He is. I just gotta. I gotta.
Real sneaky.
I gotta hear it to remember. I gotta hear it.
it's
to
gonna
remember.
be entertaining. I'm pretty sure he gonna have some big pun stuff on there or something. But what being funny? But
Hey,
but
Joe got some sneaky ones now.
hey man, the only person like 50 Cent don't want to see Ja Rule in a versus. To be honest with you,
Hell no.
You know,
so Ja Rule, like this ain't a real even matchup. It's not
50 gonna be in there playing the Power intro song.
right with the Trey Songz version.
Nah,
That
Right,
nobody likes.
that everybody got out of there. But speaking of Wayne, man, Wayne, the Carter 4 is 10-year anniversary. It's been 10 years since the Carter
10
4.
years since he put out good music.
four.
God damn.
God.
Well, kind of 12 years because the Carter 4 wasn't good.
So
You a
what that
hater.
Mark one then?
Huh?
What that Mark one? If Carter 4 10 years, what is one?
Oh shit. Oh 3?
15. Yeah.
2003, 4 maybe
That's
is when
still-
the first Carter came out.
That's still my favorite.
I think it's mine too.
I can't get past.
I think it's
one.
2003 maybe 2003 2004. 2004. There you go. Yep, 2004.
Ooh, like father, like son though.
I mean, Wayne couldn't lose with them first few Carters to me. It started with Lights Out, the 500 Degrees, the Carter 2 as well. Man, Wayne went crazy. Oh, y'all niggas nuts.
He went sick.
No, he went stupid, but you, bruh.
Still Drake though.
I don't care.
Now, when I say Drake will win, Drake, if he win, he's winning 11-9.
And I think that me personally,
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's going to be debated.
for me, it's like that because a lot of Wayne songs don't count. That's why niggas be looking
But
at
look
the
at
Billboard and the Beatles. Like, Wayne hottest shit don't even count.
That's true.
Like,
Look at
that's
that
the,
lineup though.
I don't care about none of that. Take Care, Subpar, Too Much Singing. Thank Me Later, they have fireworks and shit. So Far Gone, like I said, was my favorite. If You're Reading It Too Late, cool. What a Time to Be Alive was a little bit above average.
Most slept on shit. I'm telling you.
I mean, he has a good package.
But man, Wayne can't play that shit with DJ Drama. He can't play like a
yes, he can in a
like
versus.
a yellow line,
in
like
a-
a yellow.
Yes, he can. Why he can't? It's a versus. He play them
If he
niggas.
can do
The
that,
locks.
then
The
that's
locks was
The Locks
spitting
play the
freestyles.
freestyles. You right,
He
you
can
right,
play
you right.
everything in there, man.
But as dope as that verse is, it doesn't go up against a mega hit that Drake gonna hit you with.
So
I'm just saying you might like it. But
you will too.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm speaking from the standpoint of me. I don't give a fuck about nobody. I'm talking about me.
Okay.
I'm only speaking for me.
When I say who gonna win versus, because shit, I'm putting Cash Money up against damn near anybody, like any artist except for Turk, because he's trash. But any artist, I'm putting him up against so many other people that the rest of the world would be like, no. I'm putting BG up against a lot of rap people.
Gotcha. But it's still early in the process. So I'm pretty sure these albums gonna come back up again later. We only had Drake for 2 days and we're speaking like this. But I haven't skipped a song of Drake's in 2 days.
What,
either, so I'll keep it like that.
I'm playing it.
What-
And I don't even like him like that. Y'all know I ain't.
What numbers you think Drake do?
It's projected at like 650-ish first week.
That's what I said. I thought it was gonna be around 6.
That's a great number.
That's
The
an amazing
The only
number.
time me and Dez was talking about before you got it, he was like, I'm surprised he gonna hit 1 million. Well, that's cheating nowadays with the streaming shit. The only people who was hitting 1 million was Jay-Z when he sold it to his album in the phone.
Wayne did it with no sponsorship.
Lil
Right.
Uzi.
He still didn't do 1 million.
He did 1 million twice.
First
back
week?
to back.
How long ago was this?
Back to back. His last 2 albums.
No way Uzi did
Oh, God.
a
Oh,
million.
God.
The
Uzi
only one I
last
can remember
album,
that was like maybe a
When?
Khaled because he put a song that was a year old on the album.
Bruh, I swear
But go
to
ahead,
God.
find it out. Go ahead. Swear to
But,
God, find it.
Like Bam was saying, Drake didn't even use the cheat code because he didn't put that song that had Lil Durk on it. That
coulda
wasn't
did
on
that.
the album.
He could have did that, but he didn't. And so I respect the 650. 650 is a great number. I think
Amazing.
that's the number that's needed. But I can see me jamming this Drake for the next couple of weeks, and hopefully it doesn't die out like all music has. Because even though I like Kanye, I haven't went back to it after that second day. I'm not gonna lie.
This is the best rap album since Nipsey.
You think so?
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree. I can't. I ain't gonna say it because I would be
I'm
just speaking
trying
off
to
the top of my head.
remember
Right.
who
Right.
came.
So I'll just be speaking off the top of my head if I said that since Nipsey.
The only thing I could see was like maybe a Lil Baby mixtape. I don't know if that was a mixtape or an album. But yes.
But there was other music came out as well. Sorry for neglecting everyone else. Currency dropped Highest in Charge. Pretty good.
How was
album. It was pretty good music. It's groovy. It's chilly. It's it's Currency. I like it.
How many songs is it?
10.
Oh well,
the
yeah, I
perfect
can
amount.
listen to
The
that.
perfect amount.
Shout out to Stock. He put me on Big 30. I like that nigga.
Brr, big brr.
He hard.
Pooh Shiesty Jr.
So that was
Was
cool.
he? So that mean you like Pooh Shiesty now too?
Nah.
Why?
I,
It's similar.
besides that single, I didn't really like his album.
It's going
Cause
harder though.
I need to listen to Third. I'm sorry, Third. I didn't get a shot to listen to you because you came out the same day as Drake. Sorry. It's just gonna be
yeah,
hard.
that was a misstep. But
I mean, he had plans. I'm guessing he been had plans that
Change 'em.
whereas we just found Drake was dropping on Sunday when he's hacked Sports Center.
change them. When
He-
Loverboy come out, you change what you got.
He don't have that power to do so. I don't think. I think once he's at that point where they set a date that nigga, this is your date.
Yeah, that's true.
Another one.
Outrun, Uzi did the equivalent to somebody selling $1 million.
Which is what?
But he did 433.
Oh, so like I said,
we been knew you was wrong. We just want you to find out.
yes.
But they said that's the equivalent to somebody.
So that-
back
so-
in them
so
days
Drake-
selling $1 million.
So
albums,
Drake
though.
is equivalent to 1.5.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Equivalent and the same thing as doesn't count.
it's
It's called
two different-
inflation. Head ass.
Hey, you know what's crazy? That niggas really went diamond. 50 Cent went diamond.
How many years it took him though? Yeah, I don't care.
Well,
I don't care how long it takes you to go diamond. You went diamond.
well, like I was
And
telling,
do we see any more diamonds?
nah. But 50 Cent went diamond on one album. I mean, one
First album.
CD. So
Other people did double.
Yeah.
That's what you was about to fight with my boy about.
Oh, that nigga was big wrong. Dumbass. But so that just
That's
makes
why
it
you
so
want to
messy.
follow him.
Hell yeah, stupid ass. You're a rapper and don't know rap. Okay.
All right, man. Let's get out of music. One last music thing. Is Trick Daddy Wilder?
And man, whatever tickles your fancy.
That's a Miami nigga.
That nigga Wilder. Whatever. On to the next one. Sports, man. We back. We in sports. We in sports. Welcome back, football.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
College football gives you a different kind of energy, man.
It does, man.
Like yesterday, we went to Avondale Brewery and sat out in the backyard. They got this big back area that had big TV up and just the whole little atmosphere. People out there with their dogs and drinking their beer and just chilling, having a blast, watching football. Man, that's what it'd have been even. They had some food trucks out there, but it'd have been even better if somebody was out that bitch on the grill.
I had Rotel yesterday.
Well,
I ain't had Rotel since football season.
Travis been across the street.
He was right across the street now. But I want a nigga out there with the grandpa flip-flop sandals on, out there on the grill, standing up. But
Saul's barbecue pretty good, though.
all of that shit, man, I saw so much food out there that just looked amazing. It was burgers on burgers on burgers, and all of that shit looked good.
Ben will call you a cracker for
We're going to Avondale?
for going to Avondale.
Why? I'm just going to watch. Well, he did kind of. You should have came down here and watched you some HBCU football. No, I'm going to Avondale Brewery.
Rodney Scott is in Avondale. He black as hell. Some good ass.
Is that?
barbecue.
I guess that's considered Avondale.
Yeah,
it's good.
That's Avondale.
I ain't never. Well, I did have it. Now that I think about it. We went over there one time.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's right down the street. Yeah, it was okay. It was okay.
But nah, man, the official start, like I said, I went to the game Wednesday. UAB did their thing.
Go Blazers, man.
And going back to Drake, like UAB did a version of that with the donuts because they got a
Yeah,
it's like
they did.
31-0. So that was dope. But man, hey, TJ.
Stop talking so much, man.
TJ.
He won't come and get in my inbox, sending me the LSU score. Well, you didn't see me on Facebook saying all
For
of
a
these
year.
things. Exactly. Probably longer. I think since the schedule came, since they announced the game, it's probably been 2 years.
That boy got real quiet.
He gonna come.
And then put an apology out on Instagram. You see his
he gonna get
Instagram
mad.
apology?
Don't call my phone. I'm gonna curse you out. Like you should have been ready for this, man. And it wasn't even close. And I don't think anybody other than you thought it was gonna be.
No. Even Vegas knew they was going to get beat by 3 touchdowns.
A 21-point spread, but you think y'all gonna win. Even though it's possible. I can't talk because my team lost. Sorry, LSU, we lost to UCLA. I didn't think that was gonna happen,
But you know what?
Nor was I on there talking crazy.
I watched it because they played. Well, first of all,
Hawaii.
that wasn't fair because that was their second game compared to someone's first game. But they look really good. Their first game.
UCLA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look really
They
good.
look better than they have. in fact.
So I knew it was going to be a tough day for LSU.
I just didn't think I didn't think we was gonna lose. I'm not gonna lie, but I hadn't seen what we looked like, and we played unenthused. We had no energy. We were just missing stupid little tackles, just like
Clemson.
just you're not trying. Clemson, Georgia, seemed to be a great defensive game. I don't know if that's the strength of Clemson is just great defensive games. They've been known to have real good offenses.
Real good offenses and a good defense, but real good offense.
But to me, Bama look like Bama, and they look like they're ahead of the class. But I don't care who Bama plays, they not gonna score only 3 or 10 points like Clemson and Georgia did. I don't know nobody who's holding Bama to 10
Especially not
points.
the first game out.
I don't care when it is. When the last time Bama
Historically,
Well,
when the last time
game
Bama
out
been held to
been
10
blown.
points?
Alabama, LSU.
How long ago was that?
10 years ago.
Exactly.
That
So,
was 9-6.
right.
That was last
It
time.
was this 9-6 or 6-3 game.
Yeah.
That was 50 years ago. But I'm talking about that, and this is a whole new Bama. So I don't know who's gonna hold
Hey,
Bama
man.
to 10 points.
You just can't fuck with Alabama like that.
It's crazy because they lost like 60% of their production.
Now
That's
one
neat.
one bad thing they might have lost a linebacker for the season. So
The middle.
Christopher Allen or something. I think he was a Tennessee transfer.
Now his name like Tua Low. It's like a weird name, like a Hawaiian type name.
Oh well, not him then.
Toto.
Yeah,
he
Toto.
did get hurt though. I saw he did get. I don't know if he's gone for the year or.
Well, no, it was the Allen guy that he was saying might be gone.
Oh damn! But all in all, man, Bama is Bama, and they always have the next man up mentality, and that shit always works for them. As long as niggas there.
As long as I keep making niggas, Saban gonna find them.
Nah, that quarterback for Clemson though, man, he choked. He was supposed to be better.
I don't know what it was,
like
but I didn't watch not one down of that game.
Really?
Yeah, I mean LSU was on. So when
Well,
after
yeah.
Bama went off, I turned to the LSU game, and it was a close, good game. So I didn't.
Was
watch
it not weird, but was it strange how cool Bryce Young looked?
That's strange for a freshman to look that. He earned that $1 million. He earned that million. He did.
Already,
He earned.
right?
Yeah, he earned that $1 million. He looked like he was worth every bit of that.
Bruh,
million.
he was just so calm and collected, and
He didn't smile. He didn't frown. He just was there like.
his interview, it was just like cookie cutter. It was just,
Exactly. Like, and that's good. Somehow we say that as long as they make niggas, he a light skinned boy. But Nick Saban finds the right person. It could be niggas, it could be white, but it could be he finds the right person who fits that mold of that Alabama quarterback who's gonna come in, do their job, and he ain't managing. He making plays. Managing means you just gonna make sure but he's managing as well as making plays.
But you know what? The only critique, if I just had to make one, it seemed like a couple of times he could have ran and he didn't. But I thought he was a running quarterback, not just because he black, because his highlights was him running, like high school highlights and stuff.
Too early in the season.
He got it. Whatever it is,
he got it.
He got it, man.
It.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna probably have some games where you see him run.
He can
more.
run.
Yeah, so he can, and for the sake of running, just to run, no. I'm gonna protect myself. I'm gonna throw these easy. I'm gonna throw these little short passes. Let my running back, my wide receiver, make you look stupid. But when I think once it gets tougher in those harder games, like maybe against Georgia, you'll see his feet more in action.
Did Kool-Aid start?
I didn't see him. I didn't remember seeing him.
Bruh.
I don't think so. But I don't remember seeing him.
One thing. Why in the hell is Bolden returning punts? The white boy.
They like him. He gonna catch the ball, I guess.
Bruh, his folks must have built a library or something. Built Saban a house or is Saban's wife, nephew, or something.
Is he not good?
He don't deserve to be there.
I'm gonna blame it on game management.
Why? maybe. Bama.
Hell.
No. Think of a Waddle. Alabama has lost real good players doing extracurricular things. So if I could just have you just be my receiver, Michi, yeah, I know you're probably a better athlete.
Okay.
But let me go I ain't gonna risk that.
Because if I lose him,
exactly,
I'm good.
Then Nas Bolden is my starting receiver.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So what you
and most punts gonna be fair call anyway.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. Because I was hot about that.
Game management.
And he might be good. I don't know. He might be
I
good.
was like, this racist shit.
Is he the best? Probably not. But is he good? I bet he's good though.
He seemed to be okay, but not game breaker. But like you said, they've lost starting safeties. They've lost starting receivers on the punt return.
Down it when it's time to down it.
Oh, that boy ain't want no parts of catching that ball.
But welcome back, college football. I wish we get more games like that, and we'll have more to come. But let's move on to the NFL.
Well, hang on. Let's go. You want to go try for Sycamore High School?
And do what? Coach?
Be the quarterback.
I'm age appropriate. I am age appropriate, but that's high school. But I am age appropriate for them, man.
And we watched that shit in here.
I was. Fool.
watched
The
the
crazy
shit.
thing is I didn't pay attention to it enough to just think that those niggas are old and they're not supposed to be there.
This nigga
I was
walked
just
in here
thinking.
and said IMG and some Sycamore shit.
I just thought that IMG was being IMG. I didn't think they were playing frauds, which is nuts, man.
Watch this shit.
That's crazy. How you have a high school that's not a high school, and whoever for ESPN, you're fired.
Pretty
Whoever
much.
scheduled that game and got that game on TV, you're fired.
Dummy.
Big dummy, man. That's the craziest shit.
Man, that was some sad
and
shit.
then there was some grown ass men. They got their ass
that's
beat.
mean.
You 30 years old losing to 18-year-old. How you feel?
35.
And then more stories started to come out. That's a sad situation, man. That's crazy. Coach he got fired from a job that doesn't really exist. He also has warrants out for his
I was gonna
arrest.
say, that nigga got warrants and shit.
So that's nuts though, man. Can't get where you was talking about.
Shouts out to Credit, because they said Credit paid for everything.
Well, they also say he was bouncing
And
checks.
bounced checks.
Yeah.
He was also bouncing checks.
They also
Like,
got kicked out of hotels.
right. Like he had them kids. Them kids was showing videos of where they were staying. Man, they were basically staying in the slums, man. Talking about they was gonna practice on the Ohio State campus, and they practiced like at an apartment complex outside of Ohio State campus, which is crazy. So that's a crazy situation, and you a weird, nutty person for doing something like that. But who am I to speak on other people?
What you said I was saying?
Attack on black quarterbacks. Cam Newton.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's an attack, or you think the right decision was made?
NFL don't play with you. The NFL has showed you, especially if you're of a certain color and you don't follow all the rules, they are not going to play with you. Cam Newton wanted to, first of all, he it seemed like he might have took a shot at not Tom Brady, but Belichick on Twitter.
Oh, did he? I ain't see that.
It was something about loyalty.
Before or after the cutting?
Before. Like a week before or something. Okay. He said he was talking to his kids, but that ain't the Patriots way to even make it seem like you talking about Belichick. Basically was saying, I guess if you read it, basically was kind of saying, I shouldn't even be in a competition. Like I was here last year. Yeah. And
you played bad last year.
And you did not get the shot. You had to sit out.
Mm-hmm. And that could bring more stuff going forward too. Like you just had to sit out a week ago because you don't have the shot and you were tested, but that was a little flaky too though. He left the team, he was tested every day, but it didn't meet some kind of criteria, which was a little weird.
Hey, I'm sorry. I think Wentz still holding out on taking the vaccine, but my starting quarterback cannot be unvaccinated because that could cost me 2 weeks.
It can. It can cost you that. It can cost you in the mid-season. I'm stuck with Billy Bob Thornton as my quarterback.
You can affect the whole shit. So many people.
Exactly. And if that happens, we forfeit. What if that happens week 1 of the playoffs?
Right.
So we got a forfeit? Nah, bro.
Cam, I'm sorry. And then, like you keep saying, Cam is trash. So
people, I didn't say he's trash. I just been saying the last 3. It's a what have you done for me now lately? Or whatever it goes. But Cam has not been good the last 3 years. And even in the last year, he was good. You saw the decline. No. I just never, me personally, I never was a person who thought he just was the most accurate quarterback. And the older you get, the more accurate you have to be. He's not that super athlete anymore. He has to be an accurate quarterback, which he is not.
What happened to Cam?
There you go. He at Bishop Sycamore right now. I put my ball on Bishop Sycamore.
Dummy.
Like you said, that's what happened with athletic quarterbacks. Like, you're going to slow down. You're going to stop being the fastest person on the field. Mm-hmm. It happened to Vic. Vic, I really think if he went to jail, they robbed him of his maybe 2 years. Mm-hmm. He only probably had 2 more years of being Vic, and they robbed him of that.
But he still was good at being a quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
When he got the shot to do it.
Yeah, he just wasn't amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, yeah, Cam was like his athletic ability got him out of a lot of tough situations. Mm-hmm. He wasn't the never stay in the pocket quarterback. He
may still get another shot. I don't think so unless he goes somewhere to like a Houston, which is bad for Tyrod Taylor because it seems like everywhere Tyrod Taylor goes, somebody comes in and takes the man position without him getting a chance to play bad.
This is true.
So Houston, and they was talking about Houston may be a stopping point for Cam. Me personally, I think Cam is done. I thought that if he didn't succeed in New England, he wasn't going to succeed anywhere.
I could see that because for one, like I said, I don't want him in Dallas because I don't want Dak. Nah. I want him looking, Dak looking over his shoulder.
Of course, Jerry Jones. I don't think he would, but of course, Jerry Jones is talking about maybe signing him too.
That's some dumb shit.
But I don't think Dak would be looking over his shoulder. I think the only people who would be looking over their shoulder is someone like a Tyrod Taylor. I don't think Dak gives a shit.
But man, it's just your mental, capacity. I think Dak is soft as shit. So mentally,
I don't know. Hard Knocks is giving me a different view of Dak. He's more of a leader than I thought he was. Looking at Hard Knocks,
I can see that.
He got his ass beat on the beach at
his
last year. He came back from it. So I think that he's willing to take a beating. I think he's stepping up into that leadership role, and he know, nigga, I got $100 million. Cam Newton ain't coming to take my job.
I don't want him as my backup. I don't want Cam Newton as my backup because as soon as Dak have a bad game, all Dallas media, all sports are going to say, when is Cam coming in?
I don't think so, fool, because I don't think Cam is that anymore. So I don't think that happens.
I think it's kind of the same way Tebow never got another shot.
He just wasn't good.
Well, he couldn't be your backup. He brings too much attention.
He had to go play tight end, and he just wasn't good.
Yeah, that was just...
He just wasn't good. Do you think? Well, we already talked about that. I'm officially a Saints fan. Jameis Winston won the job. Jameis Winston won the job. We talking about the tank.
He the only quarterback on the team. It shouldn't have been a competition.
Jameis Winston. Well, we all know
white privilege.
What? We all know. We just now was talking about if you were a quarterback of a different color, you have to react a certain way. And most times we know you got that white quarterback on the team. He's the money guy. He's getting the big bucks.
He ain't even a quarterback. The nigga's a utility player.
They thought he was. Initially,
he was an athlete.
Initially, they named him as the quarterback, and Cam came in and outplayed him, and the team backed him. So I'm a Saints fan. I said this a couple years ago, but I'm a Saints fan, and I'm stick with it, going through good or bad. I'm a Saints fan.
Man, Hooter, we was always in agreement that we hated Saints.
All right, man, but I'm just happy that football is back. The best sport in the world is back. But I'm pretty sure we have a lot more stories going forward. So moving on into the dummy of the motherfucking century. But this we just gonna use him for this week, man.
Useless dummy.
He very useless. Now let's take a stitch that shit back on. But Tennessee man severs his penis and leads police on the chase across 2 counties. Tennessee man, what's his name? A Tennessee man led police on the chase across 2 counties when they learned the suspect had cut off his genitalia and threw it out the window during the pursuit. I wonder what made them pursue him, but I wonder what made him cut it off during the pursuit to be like, I'm gonna throw this out the window so they're gonna go over there.
Hey, bro, if you cut off your penis, like whatever you did, you just go on. I ain't chasing you. You
free to go, bro.
Bye.
Tyson Gilbert, he's 39, told police that he heard voices coming out of his car radio telling him to cut off his penis to save the world. That's some worldly penis. Gilbert had parked his Honda. He's a savior. He's a savior.
Yes, he saved the world.
He did that for
Y'all
us.
don't know what would have happened if he didn't cut his dick off.
He did that for us.
He did it for us.
Them some good ass mushrooms.
Right, goddamn. Shit. Gilbert had parked his Honda Accord on Highway 70, blocking traffic. Trooper Bobby Johnson spotted the car and pulled up behind him. When I pulled up behind him and turned my lights on, he took off and refused to stop. Can you still run with no dick? You're not in pain? He was all over the road the whole man. Mr. Gilbert, thank you for saving the world.
Hey.
The world would have been gone if it was me. You're a better man than I am, but you're dumb as shit this week, okay?
Opiate's a hell of a drug, I guess.
I don't know what that was, fool. That's stronger than that, fool. That's all.
That nigga was on mushrooms, oxy, and a little cocaine.
That's a mixture of everything, fool.
He took his dick off and cut it.
My boy took
Yeah, you can have this.
because somebody rapped it to him and threw his radio. What rapper rapping that?
Hey,
He
man.
was listening to Lil Nas X. Let me stop. I'm just
Dummy.
I'm just joking. But with that being said, man, that closes out our week, man. We sorry we missed without giving notification. Moving forward, things will be a little bit different. We got to maneuver a little bit different because we got a lot of things going on, so we have to maneuver a certain way. But whatever we do, we're gonna make sure we come to y'all and give y'all a show. You know
And I'm going to be here, so that's all y'all really come for. So that's all that really matters. So I apologize. I missed a couple of episodes, The streets missed me, and they told me that. You know what I'm saying? I needed that love again, B.
What streets? The suburban streets? What streets?
Don't street hate.
I'm just asking which streets.
All streets, nigga.
Okay,
all street appropriate everywhere.
All streets, nigga. Okay. But
Dummy.
but we out of here. So like we say every week, how it go, can't get right? Like
we never leave, because when we leave, we come back, but then we still be here because it's on Apple.
Exactly. So we're gonna double back and never leave and be back. But we out of here, you dig?
Dummy.